Hello, my name is Dr. Prashant Upadhyay and I welcome you all on this course of Introduction to Python Programming and its application. We will be talking about the Panda data structures. So whenever we are talking about the pandas, so we have generally got two types of data structure we are using the pandas. One is known as the series, okay, and another one is known as the data frame. So when we are talking about the series we are referring to the one dimension data. So what we are saying that series, we are saying it as a one dimension data, and when we are talking about the data frame, we are talking about the two dimension data. So when we are talking about the series, so first we will be talking about the series in this. Okay, so when we are saying the series, what I mean to say is that, so first we will be talking about the series. Okay, a series is a one dimension array like object which consists of a sequence of values. Okay, sequence of values, when we are talking about it can be your integer, it can be a float, or it can be any of the Python object which you are having. Okay, and when we are passing the values in it in a series, we get indexing associated with that data. Let's see it with the help of a code. So before working on the pandas, we have to import the pandas library. So let's say I'm writing import. We will also be using the some of the numpy's libraries, so we will be importing the numpy also. So import numpy as np and import pandas as pd, and let me run it. Okay, so first what we are doing, we are importing the numpy and the pandas library in our working environment. Now we will be first talking about the series. Okay, so as I have told you that what we will be doing in this series, let's say we will going to take an example that we will going to create a variable with the name data1, and in this what we are trying to do is that we will going to store our fruits names. Okay, so let's say we will going to talk about the apple, then we say grapes, and then we will going to say, let's say, mango. So first we will going to create a series for this. So what we have to do here is that we have to write here data1 equal to, now we have to use a series data, so we have to call this series data. Okay, so we cannot run like this, like apple, grape and mango, and it will going to be converted into a series. No, we have to call the series data. So when we are referring to the panda, we will be using a pd, so we will writing a panda as a pd dot. So what we are going for, we are going for the series data. Okay, a series data structure, and then we will going to put here the values, whatever the values we have got. So let's say I'm writing here apple, then I'm writing the, let's say, grapes, and then finally I'm writing my mango, and I will going to run it. So what you will going to see that if I print this data1, I will be getting a structure like this, that I will be having the indexing values. So if you can see that we have got the associated indexing value with this. Okay, for example, the apple is present at the 0th index, grape is present at the index number 1, and mango is present at the index number 2. So we have got this 0, 1, 2 as the indexing values, and apple is present at the 0 index, 1 is been present at the first index, and mango is present at the second index. You can also change the index value if you want to give, instead of 0, 1, 2, you want to give the alphabets like A, B, C, you can give that also, but you have to define it. So here what we are trying to say is that when you are not giving the indexing by yourself, so by default it will going to take the indexing of 0, 1 and 2. I hope till here it is clear to you. Now what we will be doing is that you can see that the d types which we are getting is the object. Okay, why? Because you learn about the Python data type. So we have seen that whenever we are referring to the strings, okay, anything which we are referring to the string are the objects. Okay, so if we have got an integer, so if we have an integer number like 4 7 minus 5 3 2 like this, so we will get a d types as a integer. If we are passing some float value, then we can get a float value of it, or if we are passing a mixed value, then also the d type will going to be your object. Okay, so let's check it. Okay, so I'm creating a data 2 equal to pd.series, and here what I will going to do is that I will going to give the value 5 10 and 3, and then what I will going to do is that I will going to see what output I am getting. The d type you can see is I am getting is the int 64. Okay, so we have got the nomenclature like int 32, int 64, so they are referring to the number of bits that are being used for storing the this values. Okay, so we will talk about this in a separate lecture, that what the this int 64, int 32 are. Okay, similarly if I change this value, let's say if I change it as a 10.5 and then I run it, so it will going to give me a d type as a float. Okay, so here I hope this thing is clear to you, that how you are creating a series data with the help of your pandas. Now next thing which we will going to see is that, as I have told you that, okay, suppose somebody asked that we want to replace this indexing, whatever the indexing which we are getting here, we want to replace this all with the, let's say, A, B and C. So how I can do this? So for this what you have to do is that you have to define the index by your own. Okay, so what we are trying to do here, so let me show you that we have got we will going to copy this from here. Okay, Control C and Control V. So what we are doing, first we have given this apple, grape and mangoes, and now we have to give a index. Okay, so I'm saying that index value. Okay, and I'm giving the index. Okay, what I have to do, I have to give the index that, okay, first one is A, second one is your B, and third one is your C, and then I will going to see what output I'm getting. So I'm putting it again data 1, and now you can see that the index which was starting by default from 0, now it is not starting from 0, it is starting from A, B, C, but the d type is remaining the same, that is the your object. Okay, so there is no effect on the d type of the data. Sometimes it can be like this, that when we are working on a series data, okay, and you have already gone through the dictionary. Okay, if you are aware of the dictionary, so let me erase all this thing first. So if you remember that we have talked about the dictionary, so in a dictionary what we are trying to do is that we have a key and we have the associated value with it. Okay, so let's say I'm taking again this example that I'm having an apple, and now I'm saying the apple is my, let's say, 100 rupees kg, and then we have got a mango. Okay, and I'm saying the mango is our let's say 60 rupees kg, and then we have got a grapes. Okay, and the grapes is, let's say, 80 rupees kg. Okay, now you can see this structure which we have seen in previous lecture is something we are referring to the dictionary. Okay, so we can create a dictionary of this. So when we are referring it to the dictionary, we can create a dictionary of it, and then we can pass this dictionary in the pandas. So how we will going to do? So let's say I'm having the dictionary, I'm saying the fruits list. Okay, so this is my fruit list. or a fruit price, we can say. Okay, whatever variable you want to give. So I'm giving here as a fruit list first, and then what we will going to do is that we will going to create a dictionary structure of it. Okay, so let's say I'm saying apple, and we have to pass the colon value and then 100, then I have to give the mango, and then I will going to give the, let's say, 60, and then I will going to give the grapes, and then I will going to give a 80 here. Okay, and then I will going to see first print type, and what I have to see what is my fruit list is. So I will going to see this fruits list, and then what I will going to do is that I will going to create a data series. Okay, and we will going to pass this fruit list values in it. Okay, so let's say I'm creating a data series with the name fruit price equal to, so I have to call the function pd dot series, and here I have to pass this fruits list. Okay, and then I will also going to see what is the type of the fruit price is. So I will be writing a type fruit price, and we will going to print this, or we will going to check what is the fruit price. Okay, so let me print this. So let me run it. Okay, so here you can see that fruit list we were having the apple, mango and grapes. Okay, and it is saying the first class, it is saying that type is the fruit list. Okay, so this is saying it is a class of a dictionary. Okay, and then what we have done, we have passes it in the pd dot series. A same dictionary has been passed in the series, and now when we are seeing the type of a fruit price, okay, now it is saying that it is the class is the Pandas score series. Okay, so that means the dictionary which we have created, if we have converted into the your series, and then we have printed the fruit price. So you can see that I am having the mango, apple, okay, 100, mango 60 and grapes 80. Okay, but now here you can see that now what is happened here is that this values apple, mangoes and grapes, okay, are being used as the index. Okay, so I have got this as a 0 index. Now this is your 1 index and this is your 2 index, and the values that are associated, okay, like 100, 60 and 80s are coming here, and therefore the d type which we are getting is the int. Okay, so this is clear to you. So when you are passing a dictionary, the index in the resulting series will respect the order of a keys. Okay, so this was your keys. Okay, these was the keys and these was your values. So the index which we are getting are the keys according to the dictionary method. Now we will be talking little bit something which is not present in the list. Okay, or that the fruit which we are dealing with, let's say there is the apple, mango and grapes, and suddenly we are talking about the cherry. Okay, so let's say I'm talking about somebody ask me about the cherry, so I'm putting here cherry here. Okay, we have not created a cherry here till. Okay, but what we are trying to do is that we are creating a fruits. So let's say I'm creating a fruit here, so let me say fruits, and in fruits what I'm doing is that I'm passing all the values whatever the fruits I'm having. So let's say I'm having a fruit like apple, then I'm saying that I have a mango, and then I'm having the, let's say, grapes, and let's say here we have listed the cherry also. So let me run this. Now we will going to create a fruit price. Okay, so I'm writing a fruit price 1. So I'm taking a variable, a new variable, fruit price 1, and what I'm doing, I'm saying that pd dot series. Okay, and here what I'm trying to do is that I'm taking the fruit, whatever the data I have created. Okay, so this was my initial data, so this was my fruit list. I'm passing a fruit list here. Okay, so I'm saying here fruit list, that means the fruit which already was available to me. So apple, mango and grapes was already available to me, so I'm taking a fruit list. And then what I'm saying that index, now I want to put a index. Okay, now instead of taking it directly from here, I'm saying index it from the given fruits. Okay, so I'm putting the index equal to fruits. So what I'm doing here, that let me try to explain you this code first, that we have created a fruit. Okay, so let's say here I have created a fruits here. Okay, and let's say here it was apple, then we have got a mango, then we have got a grapes, and then we have got a cherry. Okay, and next what we are talking about, that we are talking about the dictionary which we have created. Okay, so we have a dictionary like this. We were having the apples. Okay, I'm writing short apple with the 100. Okay, then we have got a mangoes with 60 and grapes with the 80. Now here you can find that we do not have a price of a cherry. Okay, so this cherry is present here, but what we are doing, we are creating a series data in which we want that there should be cherry also. Okay, but this cherry is not present here. The price of this cherry is not present here. So what the data series will going to do? Okay, so let's see it, that what will be the output we will be getting. Okay, so I'm putting fruits price 1, and we're going to see that whether I'm getting the output correct or not. Okay, so this is the fruit price 1. Okay, let me run it. Now see here what I'm getting as a output. So here you can see that it is very interesting to note. Okay, that now what happens here. Okay, let me take this blue pen. Apple was there. Okay, so I have taken an apple here. Okay, so apple was there, apple, apple was here, so I got the apple from here. I got this apple 100. Okay, then mango was there. Yes, the mango was available in the list, and I got the value of mango. Okay, now I'm getting the grapes. Okay, and in the grapes what I'm getting the NaN. Okay, why it happened? The grape was available here, but I'm getting the NaN value. Why? Because if you see the grapes which we have defined at the top was having the spelling GRAPE. Okay, that means GRAPE. Till here it was common. It was having the additional S. So what it has told that this grapes is not present in the list. So therefore from here it has taken the NaN value, that there is a missing data available. Okay, so NaN referred to the not a number. Okay, so NaN referred to a not a number. Okay, or sometime it's we will also talking about it like a missing data. Okay, when we are having some missing data, so there also we will going to put this NaN values. Okay, or sometime we say the data is been corrupted, so the corrupted data can also be fitted with the NaN values. Okay, so lot of things are here. And again already the cherry was not available in my list, so again for the cherry it has given me the NN value. So see, what the advanced feature we are getting is that we have taken a index fruits and the elements which are not available in the fruit index, and so my series data was not able to capture it from the given datas. Okay, and then what it has done, because you have asked that you want that this fruit should be have a indexing apple, mango, grapes and cherry. So what they have done, they have indexed it, and when they found there is no value available for it, they have put it as a NaN. Okay, and what is the 100.0 and 60.0, and then it is saying it as a float. Okay, so this is clear to you. We will go further in this, so let me erase all this. Okay, and let me come to this further. So what we are doing next is that we want to detect whether the index which we were having, that apple, mango, grapes and cherry, okay, whether the value was present there or not. Okay, so we can use a function ISNA. So ISNA means that we will going to find that whether the value was a NA value present or not. So it will going to return me either it as a true or false. The other function which we have in the we can use is a not a number, NOT-NA. If the number is not a number is present, okay, so it will going to say false, and if the number is not present, it will going to say true. So let me check it first. So I will be taking this fruit price 1 only. So I'm saying that PD dot ISNA. Okay, and then we will going to pass fruit price 1. Okay, and we will going to see what the output we are getting. Okay, so here you can see is NA. Okay, is NA was present or not. Okay, so if the value was present here, you can see the value was present here. Yes, the value is present, so NA is not present here, so it is saying false. Okay, NA is not present here, it is saying also false. NA is present, yes, it is true, so it is saying true, and NA is present here, yes, it is saying true. Okay, so PD.ISNA will going to say is NA is present or not. The next command which we will be using a same command, and we will going to see that again if we want to detect a missing data from it. Okay, so we will going to write PD dot not NA. So now we are seeing that not, we are doing the reverse operation, that where it not a number. Okay, and then we are giving it as a again fruit price 1, and now you will going to see the output which we will be getting will be the opposite. Okay, so where we were initially we were getting it as a, now you can see that here what we were getting, here we were getting a false, so now it is saying true. Okay, and again we are saying it as a false. Okay, it's saying true. Now here what it's saying true, so I am getting it as a false, again false, so true, true, false, false. Okay, so you can see that this is the, we can say a reverse operation we are doing. It's kind of a NOT gate we are saying. Okay, so it's say like if I'm saying true, if I put a NOT gate in front of it, it will going to say false. That means 0, 1. Okay, if I'm saying 1, it will say no, it's a 0. Okay, so it's a is NA and not NA are the function that we can use. okay, to find the whether there is a missing data or not. It's a kind of a boolean function we are seeing. So you can see the d type which we are getting here in both the cases is the boolean. That means it will going to return only the whether the data present here is the true or a false. Okay, so the d type which we are using here is the your boolean. Okay, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. In the next lecture we will going to talk about the data frame. Thank you.